challenge to the Muslims. Did your prophet debate the Christians? Did your prophet debate the Christians? You see, if your prophet debate the Christian, then we can find a debate. Is that correct, guys? I mean, you Muslims, you write everything about your prophet, including what he do with his ass. Your prophet, he says how to hold your penis, you write it down. Your prophet, he cleaned his ass with 3 rocks, you write it down. The prophet was sucking the tongue of Aisha, we write it down. The wife of the prophet, she is bleeding from her vagina, we write it down. And when we have a debate, you don't write it down? Where is the debate? This is sunnah.com. And those are the Sahih books. Who is the Muslim want to show me the debate from them? Choose anyone. Because if there is a debate, then there is a debate. And as long as you're Muslim, you write down everything. How you will forget such an important thing? If we could not find it in the books of the Sunni, which is weird, we can go to the books of the Shia. And then we find that the Shia are saying that when the people of Najran, they came to Muhammad, they spent the whole day trying to talk to him and he refused to talk. They talk to him, he don't answer. They talk to him, he don't answer. Okay, why the prophet is not answer? Because he have no answer. The book name Subul al-Huda wal-Rashad As-Salihi Al-Shami, volume number 6, page number 417. By the way, if you don't like this book, just find a different book, doesn't matter. If you click translate to Google, use Google translation. All right. We went to him, this is the Christian supposedly. They came to talk to Muhammad. Muhammad is the one who wrote them a letter to come. They come. They greet him, he refused to answer. They keep talking to him, he refused to talk. What do you expect from somebody coming from different country far away? How hard will be the discussion? I mean, this is a debate, should be like 10 hours debate, and that will make a book. Not a page, not a sentence. What is the debate? What Muhammad told them about the Holy Spirit? The Christian believe in the Holy Spirit, right? Oh, hold on, forgot. Muhammad even do not know that the Christian believe in a Trinity, and the Trinity include the Holy Spirit. See, how somebody like this mad person, fabricated false prophet, can debate the Christian when he do not even know what the Christian believe? Muslims, any one of you can show me the Trinity in the Quran? Like what the Christian Trinity believe in? If you cannot, I can show you. This is what Muhammad, he never spoke supposedly. It's Allah is telling him. And each time Muhammad he talk, he says stupid things. Chapter 5, verse number 75. And remember, chapter 5 is about supposedly the Messiah. I mean, at least the name. What is the debate? Christ, the son of Mary, was no more than a messenger Many were messengers that passed away before him. That's false translation, by the way. It says قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. All messengers before him, they die. That's what it's meant. And his mother was a woman of truth. They had both to eat. So Muhammad is telling the Christian that Jesus is not God and Mary is not God. Both of them they eat, but the Christian don't believe that Mary is God. What is the Trinity? So how such a fool he can debate the Christian about what they believe? And then Muhammad the fool, he continue. He claimed that Mary is the daughter of Imran. How you can debate us about this? But Imran, even Muhammad, he called the name wrong. It's Amram, not Amran, but idiot, as what you say, is the father of Moses. And Muhammad keep repeating the same thing over. If you go to chapter 66, verse number 12, which is very funny to have this verse there anyway. I mean, what is this? And Mary, the daughter of Imran. How Mary, she became the daughter of Imran? When Muhammad, he said, Mary, she is the sister of Aaron, the brother of Moses. I remember in the Quran, Muhammad, he did not say Mary, he said Maryam. And that is exactly the correct name of the sister of Aaron. Aaron have a sister. Her name is Maryam. So the foolish Muhammad, he think that Maryam, the daughter of Amram, the sister of Aaron, is the same Maryam, the mother of Jesus. This is why when al-Ahbar, which is a Jew, he came to Aisha and he said to her, but there is a couple of hundreds of years between them. Aisha said to him, Kadhabt, you are a liar. She did not say the Prophet did not mean that. When Muhammad he learned what al-Ahbar he said to him, oh, we got busted. So he said, oh, they used to call them by their great prophets. Great prophets? Which one is the greater in Islam? Aaron or Moses? And how you explain that Mary, she became the daughter of Imran, which is the father of Moses? There's a whole chapter about it, chapter number 3. And the whole chapter is called the family of Imran. So how such a fool he can debate the Christians? He cannot. This is why in the book here it says that your prophet, he sent us a message. Okay, when we came, we love to talk to him, no problem. We greeted him, he refused to greet us. وَتَصَدَّيْنَا لِكَلَامِهِ نَهَارًا طَوِيلًا فَأَيَانَ أَنْ يُكَلِّمْنَا. And we stayed the whole day speaking to him, asking him a question, and he refused to talk. They are telling people, they are telling a person, his name is Uthman, a person, his name is Abdul Rahman. We came to talk to your prophet. Why he invited us? So what is the debate? And then there's a hadith of the Shia, they say, that Muhammad told them that what is preventing you from converting to Islam, that you worship the cross. Hey Christian, do you worship the cross? Since when? If a Muslim want to say, I will use the logic of Muhammad, that the Christian of Najran, they kiss the cross. Well, you Muslim, you kill the black stone, you kiss the black stone. So you have a prophet who do not know who is Jesus. Even his name is wrong. I mean, who is this Isa? In the books of the tradition, some like in the tradition of the Jews, which is not approved by anybody, some of the Jews believe that Maryam, the sister of Aaron, she have a son, his name is Isa. The stupid Muhammad, he thought this is the son of Maryam. This is the same Isa. So Mary, the sister of Aaron, the daughter of Amron. You see, the first one, Muhammad, he was able to fix it because Ka'b al-Ahbar told him, yeah, Abdul, listen, there is a huge difference between Maryam, the mother of Jesus, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Maryam, the sister of Aaron. There's hundreds of years. So that one, okay, Muhammad, he was able to push it there. But how he can fix Al Imran? And then you need to ask yourself the question, why the Jews, they wrote that Moses, his father name is Imran? I mean, they knew that Muhammad is going to be a fool and he will write something stupid, thinking that this is the same family. Why somebody, he wrote a book hundreds and hundreds of years before this madman he was born? Why they want to change the name of the father of Moses? And what make it more funny, even the Muslim agreed that the father of Moses, his name is Imran. But the question, where do you get this from? From the Bible. This is why the silly Muhammad, he could not and he cannot debate the Christians. And just to show you the foolishness of Muhammad, who do not understand Christianity, and he has zero understanding for Christianity. Muhammad, he says that Allah is one of the three. The Christian, this is what the Christian believe. Allah is one of the three. Muslims, who are the three? It's an open challenge for every single Abdul in the chat to tell us who are the three which the Christian believe in. First, we don't believe in Allah. I know some Muslim, they will say to you, well, there is a Christian in the Middle East, they use the word Allah. They are under the occupation of Allah army for the last 1400 years. Taliban come yesterday, suddenly everybody grew a beard. Yesterday, nobody wearing hijab. This is exactly what happened. So the question, when Muhammad said that the Christian believe and they are doing blasphemy against God, Allah is one of the three. We don't believe in Allah. Secondly, Allah is one of the three. Who is the three? Any Muslim can help? Let us go to different verse in the Quran so we can love more. Shall we? Be my witness. Remember, Allah is one of the three. The verse we showed you previously says so, right? And as you see, we are showing you in front of your eyes. And then Muhammad, go in chapter 5, verse number 17, and look what he said. In blasphemy, indeed, they say that Allah is the Christ. Like, hold on. If Allah is one of the three, and this is what the Christians, they believe, which verse was that? Chapter 5, verse number 73, the same chapter. Okay, so chapter 5, verse 73 says that the Christian, they say blasphemy against God by saying that Allah is one of the three. Take a note. But then the crazy man Muhammad, he say in the same chapter, in verse number 17 that the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah. Are you getting the point? Hey people, are you getting the point, or still we are going slow in the process? You see, if we Christian believe that Allah is one of the three, which is not true really, we don't believe in Allah anyway, but let's go with it. Then you say that the Christian believe that Allah is the same a person as the Messiah. That means there's no three. Okay, we will go with you. The Christian believe that Allah is one of the three, and they believe that the Messiah himself is Allah. Who is the other two? Because Allah and the Messiah is one now. Oh boy. Do you see how stupidity works? I don't want to keep you here for long. I just wanted to say hello to everybody and show you that this idiot Muhammad do not know what he's talking about. And when the Christians, they came to him and they start making, argument, he could not answer them. And Muhammad, in order to avoid, or the Muslims to avoid embarrassment of their stupid silly prophet, he said to them, when you see people, they are making fun of the Quran or they question the Quran, leave. Don't stay there. You see? In the reference, it says that the people of Najran, yujadilun al-Rasul, yujadilun, they have an argument. They have an argument. It's not him arguing. Actually, there's a chapter in the Quran. It's called the chapter of Al-Mujadala. What a stupid. And for sure, the Muslims, they have many names for many chapters. Every religion of Islam have different name for the same chapter. Every religion of Islam, they have different names even for the same chapter. And they say to you that the word mujadala mean he is debating them too. That's false. This is if they are both doing mujadala, not one. Here we go. This is the word mujadala. قد سمع الله قول التي تجادلك في زوجها. She is the one making the statement. She is not debating him. She is coming to even to complain. So the Christian, they came and they make a statement, and the fool Muhammad could not answer it. And not only that, he says, I have nothing to say for you. Tell them I have nothing to say. He don't even talk to them. And then Muhammad, to solve the problem, what he did? He said, okay, come. Let us invoke the curse of Allah in the one who is lying. He could not answer them. If anyone dispute in this matter with thee, did Allah say to him, debate? No. If anyone dispute in this matter with thee, now after all the knowledge come to you, which means Allah told Muhammad supposed to answer, right? And he gave it in the Quran. Say to them, come here. Let us go together. Let us gather together. Our sons and your son. But the funny, Muhammad don't have sons. Your sons and your sons, those are monks. They don't have sons and wives. Our women and your women, they are not married. Ourself and yourself, like what the heck? And let us urgently pray and invoke the curse of Allah in the one who lies. Look, what is just stupid religion. This is how the debate of Muhammad is. Let us invoke a curse in the one who is lying. But hold on. Those Christians, they believe that Jesus is God. They are not lying. Let us say they believe in Allah, supposedly. Let us say for the sake of argument. But that will not make them liars. Liar is someone says something against what he know. So this argument again is an argument of a liar. Actually in the Middle East they say to the thief, swear by Allah you did not take the money. He love it. He says, I will swear. He says, you know, the solution came. The rescue came. Have you ever heard of a scammer? He will not love to swear to get away from his crime. He's a criminal already. If he cared for God, he will not do the crime. So Muhammad saying, let us swear. And let us ask Allah to curse the one who is lying. But who is lying here? You see, if a person, he came to me from India and he says to me, I worship a God, his name is, you know, whatever. Harashima, Mashima, whatever. A Buddha, whatever. He's not lying, he's worshipping that God. If he said to me he's God, he's not lying to me. He believes in a lie, according to me. According to him, it's the opposite. So, the idea of this verse is so silly and so stupid and so foolish and so dummy, showing the disability of this corrupt, false man who could not refute the Christians. Do you see it? So my friend, this is just my snack for you for this evening, for those who live in the state, and this is my morning snack for those who live in Asia and like where it is sun right now. And by the way, don't forget the prophet, he knows everything, and there's a Quran, there is science, brother. You know, the sun did not set in the sun murky water. This is how it's appeared to him, brother. It's appeared. Where it says the word appear, doesn't say that there. But in order to take the stupidity of Muhammad away, we say that. And not only that, they agree that when Muhammad, he said that the sun disappear and goes every day under the sun, the throne of Allah, it was a true hadith. So if we make a summary of this, the Muslim, they write down everything Muhammad is saying, everything he do, even when he shake his penis, they write it down. The Prophet hold his penis with his right hand. I mean, look, they're watching him. How in the world they saw it? Did your Prophet used to stand and showing you his penis and he's holding it? The Prophet, he shake his penis 3 times. Like, how you know? Your Prophet, he have no shame. He don't turn his back to you when he do pee. Is it an animal place? The Prophet, he clean his ass with the 3 rocks. Like, what the heck? So you have the record of all those things, but you don't have a record for a debate? A debate which took the whole day. Because it says there, we were talking to him the whole day and he refused to answer. The Prophet, we gave him 3 rocks to clean his anus. Look at the story. And look at the title. Chapter, don't clean the private part with dunk. Like, what the heck? This is the chapter name. What is the chapter name? Don't clean your anus with dunk. They are being polite, you know. Don't want to use the word anus, right? So they are saying that in the translation, don't clean your private part with dunk. Like, why the Prophet, he want to clean his dunk anyway? And Muhammad, he claimed that he should not clean with dunks and bones because this is the food of the genie. Like, what the heck? So you have record of all those things, but you didn't have a record of a whole debate. What they said to him, Jesus, okay, he, you know, he's born from no man. How you explain that? Jesus, he is he walked in water, he did miracles. How you explain that? You know, should be a huge debate, as any debate. There is no debate. So they have record in the most funny, silly, stupid things about their prophet, but they don't have a record of a debate. They have a record even that the Prophet, he imagined things as done by him, but he did not. So who did it? The man is crazy, obviously. If you are a person who imagine things happen and they never happen, that's mean you have a chemical balance in your brain. But this is a prophet. Was Muhammad imagining an angel coming to him? If a Muslim say no, will prove it. Your book saying he imagined things. And the excuse is bewitched. Who is going to believe in this garbage? Bewitched? What bewitched? In the old days, anyone, you know, who, mentally ill, they say he was bewitched because simply, especially the one who act normally during daytime, and suddenly he start doing something weird. So they call him bewitched. So once the prophet was bewitched, okay, and what happened? He began to imagine that he had done a thing. In fact, he did not do it. So during that time, Muhammad was bewitched. If you remember I don't want to call it debate with this guy, his name is Osama Abdullah. He said, Christian Prince is a liar. The prophet was only bewitched for 6 months. What? Only? Okay, in 6 months, how many verses he imagined? How many Jibreel he imagined? And how this Allah, he allowed that such a thing happen to the one who is going to try. He is the fax machine of Allah. The fax machine is broken. The fax machine is giving false messages now. Because this false machine, Allah, Prophet Muhammad, he is imagining things. He is imagining fax coming and he print the fax. But it's not Allah talking to him. So, Muhammad was nothing but a fool, a person who did not know what even the Christian believe. Did the Christian believe that Jesus is himself is Allah, or believe that Jesus is one of the three? Which one, Muhammad? Idiot. Did the Christian believe that Mary is part of the Trinity? No. So obviously Muhammad, he have no idea of what he's talking about. Is Isa the son of Mary? Is the nephew of Moses? No. Is Mary the sister of Aaron? No. Is Mary the daughter of Amran? No. So how he can argue with the Christians? They will ask him those questions. Hey, idiot, where you get this Mary? She is the daughter of Amran. What Muhammad will say? Right? So Islam is a very serious, stupid cult, and this is my invitation for anyone who claims to be a sheikh. If you are a sheikh, please leave a comment. We will welcome you to call me live on air, and we will be happy to have you to answer any of those things. Is that fair, people? Stop being a coward, and you can refute me by talking to yourself, but you cannot refute me by talking to me. And if you are a sheikh, not only we will welcome you, we will speak to you nicely, and we will never hang up on you. I hang up only in just idiots, kids. Like the guy who did not know if his God is a spirit or not. We don't want to go to zero basic training, and the drill sergeant is screaming, losing his voice, because the private soldier, he is an idiot. Bring me your sheikh. Where are they? Those who claim they can refute me. If we made a promise, I will never hang up on you. And you make a promise, you will never hang up on me. And we make a promise that the one who hang up first is the loser. Why you don't do it? If I hang up on you, that's when you won the debate. But bring me a sheikh. You notice that all those who claim to be sheikh, who call me, they regret the second the day they call me. And we never hang up on them. Actually, it's the opposite. We ask them to stay. Do you remember this kid? Nader Ahmed? For sure you will love his name now to be mentioned. He's like he worshipped himself. He go around, Christian Prince, he run away from me, Christian Prince, and yeah, he run away from me. I mean, this guy is a kid, he's stupid. And then I lost my patience, because last time I talked to him, he agreed that it's okay for his prophet to have sex with a goat. And then this Dudu, he said everything the Christian prince he said in this debate insulted the prophet. I took it off from the debate. Look, so what is left? The whole debate is about your prophet having sex with the goat. And he said to me, so what? Isn't it better than the Bible says smash their head? So this guy, he go around. Christian prince is running away from me. Said, okay, you know what, Nadir Ahmed, he came to the chat here. I said, Nadir Ahmed, call me, come on. Let us see who's running from who. And I told him, you tell me what you want to talk about. I'm not going to ask you a question. You remember it, right? You remember the argument? I don't want to call it debate because they are kids. And then he started talking about alcohol. About scientists, they discover that there is a huge number of women, they are losing their baby or etc. You know, because of alcohol. Okay, wonderful. But who said to you Christianity allow drinking and get drunk? Even the Bible says a drunken, they will not enter the house of God, the kingdom of God. Drunker and this is why Muhammad, he copied, he put it in the Quran, he copied from Paul. He copied word by word from Paul. So I said to him, okay, is alcohol is bad or good? Took me more than 25 minutes repeating the same question. Is alcohol good or bad? Bad or good? You remember that? You know, I can play it for you again. How long it took him to answer? And then you will see an idiot, he claimed to be Christian, says, a Christian prince, you should have more patience. You idiot. I'm repeating the question for the last 25-30 minutes. The same question, is the Quran, okay, according to the Quran, is alcohol bad or good? Christian prince, you are changing topic now. Abdul, according to the Quran, is the, you know, and then you will see a Christian in the text saying, Christian prince, you have to be more patient, brother. Actually, once there's a Christian, he posted in the comments saying, but he's talking about a different person, not the Dura. He said, I was surprised that this person, he had patience to talk to Christian prince. He is the one who had the patience, not me. You go from the right, you go left. You go from the left, you go right. And then a Christian idiot, I want to call them those idiots because they are, I don't know, they are fake Christians. He claimed that that guy is the one who have a patient, not me. I'm really surprised that this guy, he have patience to talk and he stay talking to Christian prince. What? I'm the one repeating the question 25-7 times every 2 seconds, and he is the one is patient. And then a Christian, he will say to you, Christian prince, why you don't let them speak? Like, what the heck? What's wrong with those people?